Now the first carry for LeSean McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. McCoy coming off a 58-yard, 16-carry performance against the Ravens. And he had the Bills' only touchdown in that game.
Things were pretty stacked up for him trying to run the football. So I would expect going forward they'll continue to, of course, hand the ball to him because he can be so explosive and dynamic. But use him in the passing game as well. Try and find some space for him and get him some open field to work.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
On second down, it's McCoy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more important, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Bills a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Again, it's McCoy. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go.
Taylor now to throw on third down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll try and power it in here with fullback Felton. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
And boy, on the first drive of the game, I kept waiting for the field goal unit to come trotting out, but they stayed put. And this is a real statement here as they get a 1st and goal.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
Now McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now Taylor, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Reggie Bush from 6 yards away. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And that's complete to Brian Quick. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'll be give much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the counter, Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now it's Keenum. Dumps it off to Gurley. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They see him the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
They run. It's Gurley. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. On second down, here's Keenum. Austin's got it left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be third down.
Oh, Brandon, this one hurts my heart as a former defensive back. Out in the open field, you've got a chance to get down this receiver. Instead, he breaks through you. You'll hear about this in the film room and from your teammates.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And the Bills' offense comes out ready to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Week 1 for Watkins, 4 catches, 43 yards. But remember, surgically repaired foot, still not at 100%.
Having to battle through that a little bit, figuring out how to manage it and what works and what doesn't. But when he's on top of his game, we know why he was drafted so high. Because of that potential to take the ball and go to the end zone on any given catch. But I think he's going to need some help across the board. Needs more from Robert Woods. Needs more from Charles Clay, the tight end. But find more space and room for Sammy Watkins to operate.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And there's a flag on the field. This is caught inside the 15. And the QB steps over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass.
And that is so rare because at the different positions, you have to know different things. Wide receivers have to know where the first down line is. Quarterbacks almost always know where the line of scrimmage is.
So third down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there.
And got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Keenum now on 1st down, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out and check it down to them. But sometimes...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brian Quick, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams are in for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw is Taylor, and that is incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and it'll be 3rd and 10. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Taylor, and it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Keenum to throw on second down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Keenum on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. From the gun, it's Taylor. Steps away to his left. And, well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down.
Let's go.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to it and kept him short of a first down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Back now in Los Angeles. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Colton Schmidt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. Try 38. Try 38. Check that. One might 52 right here. Ohio.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And a cutback. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 57 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. 27 yards on the gain there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll go again to McCoy. And a short gain here down to the 22. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 8. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy from 4 yards out. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now Taylor over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Back to throw. He's got, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Michael Brockers in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Watkins alone on the left side. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had one to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Taylor to throw on second down. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that's going to make it third down and 10. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. And to give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And, you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons. But if for nothing else, it makes tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline play for you, if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
Y'all never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen Bee told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build that? Do we own that? We even